kids are chefs, but we prepare a great meal and a great topic. I'm Chef Gabby.
And I'm Chef Warren.
And today we have a very special guest, Tyler Johnson Muller. And come on out, Tyler.
Hi, how are you? It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
So Tyler, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Tyler Johnson Muller. I'm 17 years old. I'm a senior at Elite Scholars Academy, and I'm currently a student pilot at Aviation Career Entry.
Okay. So when we come back, we're going to make some grilled chicken wraps that are going to be absolutely delicious. So, see you guys in the video. About aviation, and if students have any questions on that, like what school, what do they focus on, anything?
Well, starting off with just aviation in general. It's a pretty broad topic. Everything from just hang gliding, parachuting, even commercial flights that you ride on in the airport on a day-to-day basis. Main schools that look for aviation or specialize in aviation are Middle Georgia here, Middle Tennessee State, and Embry-Riddle is the apex, the opus of what goes on in aviation industry.
So, when did you want to do all this stuff? Like, what age did it start?
It's actually pretty funny. My aunt works at Delta Airlines, and I've always been around Delta for a very long time. Ever since I could walk and talk, I've been in there. Yeah, my aunt would take me to the hangar. I'm just like, how did something so big get up in the air that high?
Okay.
Yeah, so ever since then, I've been hooked. I'm like, it's a bug.
Okay. And mine is breaking. Okay, let's move this out the way. So these came out really good. They're really good. So now we're gonna ask more questions for Tyler. So Tyler, how is it that someone as young as you is getting involved in all these aviation activities and stuff?
That's actually a really good question. I started off at Aviation Career Entry in Fulton County. My mother started to get a lot of recommendations for people who partake in different types of interests or aviation, be it like air traffic control or just a commercial pilot. So started at 9. The average age was supposed to start at 12. I've been in it ever since, and this year is my last year, 2018. I'll be graduating from that program.
Oh, wow. Okay, so what I've read online says that planes are the safest way now to move in cars and stuff. So what makes planes so safe?
Well, the industry of aviation mechanics is ever so growing. Every day they're making new types of alerts like stall horns. Someone is even trying to make parachute flight inside of our seats for we're passengers for 737s. That's basically the most common commercial flight airplane ever. So when doing that, there's many steps, many long steps. I know that Delta and Lockheed Martin are currently working on a lot of different domestic affairs. Lockheed Martin actually just went to Puerto Rico testing out their new C-130 used in commercial flights. It's actually for fighters, for cargos, munitions for the U.S. Army.
Oh, wow. So, is there any female pilots in your group or just in general, and do you know how many?
Yes, there are. Actually, a lot of females are in my classes. There's also, in the Fulton County Cultural Center, there's a gathering, a huge convention annually. It's females in flight. And basically, it's actually pretty funny. A lot of them, you don't have to be a female to be in the females in flight group. But a lot of them come, I think it's sometime in September. Don't quote me on that, but it's sometime around end of summer, beginning of fall. And a lot of them, they come in, a lot of pilots that actually talk to us, our group, talk to them. Usually we run into each other, we talk, we give a lot of information, and it's a huge network, and that's what makes it all the more sweeter.
So are you going to college for this?
Yes, actually, instead of taking the pilot route, I actually want to be more of a mechanical engineer because it's more marketable. So I'm also in a full dual degree scholarship cooperative degree program, and it's with Fort Valley State University, 3 years in math at Fort Valley State University, and I transferred to Georgia Tech in mechanical engineering. After that, I plan on going to Middle Tennessee State in aviation management, and then I'll probably work for Lockheed Martin.
So what subject really helped you in trying to become a pilot?
I know I don't want to seem too taboo, but all of the classes that I've been taking, all core classes, really helped me. English language arts with like public speaking, knowing who to impress, who to write about. In case you want to write about yourself, how to be detailed, how to tell people what you really are, what you came to do, your intentions. History is great with research because aviation is real. It's spanned from a long time. And history really did help me with that. Math and science are going to be your buffs, your strong suits if you want to pursue in aviation, because there's a lot of things with science like relative wind. Everything that you have to do or use in the plane is all based on calculations.
Okay. So that's really good. How close are you to getting your pilot's license?
Well, my private pilot's license I'll have in about a year, based on the trajectory I'm heading. I'm 5 hours away from actually being in the pilot seat by myself with no co-pilot, no instructor.
Oh wow. So is there like a certain height restriction to being a pilot?
There's no height restriction, and there's not really a weight restriction, but all of that has to be calculated before you go up into the plane. I don't mean to get too technical, but there's a part of the plane that you can't see, but it's very much there, the center of gravity. And it has to be centered for everything to be normal, because most of the times for takeoffs, the tail might scrape the runway if you're trying to leave, or if you pull up too high, you might cram. Yeah, so there's no height or weight restriction. It's just it has to be calculated and factored in so you know what to do.
Okay. So, me over here, humongous fear of heights. Don't like them. No. But I fly a lot. So, where's the safest place? Like, is it the window seat, the middle, the bathroom seat? Where are we safest at?
That's a really good question. Usually, there's no real factors of like a plane malfunctioning that often. It's usually like the pilot's fault if something wrong does happen, like a miscalculation. But all seats are pretty much a lot safer on like jetliners. On smaller planes, I have to say, in my opinion, you feel a lot safer in the back seat.
Well, do you have any final things to say?
Well, it was an honor to be here. Thank you guys so much. Love this. I love this Kiddership, and the stuff looks really good. I can't wait to dig into it. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm ready to get into this. Thank you.
Okay, so let's try it. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Thank you, Tyler, for being here. And let's begin.
Take a look at yourself. You wanna just break down. They say you're not a part of their crowd. Well, who are they to tell you what you're worth?